It looks like President Trump has wrapped up his press conference at Mar-a-Lago. A lot of news that was made there saying he's going to, that military use forces on the table with the Panama Canal, potentially with Greenland, tariffs. He's going to be wielding those almost as a weapon, an economic weapon against possibly even Denmark, Panama, Canada. A lot of news that came out of that press conference. One of the main topics, obviously, being Greenland. This morning, I woke up to a very early morning message from Charlie saying that he's in Greenland and that I had to host the show, which is, a bit odd, to say the least. You don't expect to get a message like that, but very, very cool stuff coming out of Greenland. Charlie was there with Don Jr., Sergio Gore, who's heading up PPO in the White House. President Trump truthed about this yesterday, saying that Don Jr. and his representatives were going to be on the ground. If you're watching this right now, you can see images of Charlie actually doing kind of live videos from Greenland. And Nuuk, I believe, is the town. They flew over on Air Force One, landed, met with the people. What I've heard from Charlie directly is the Greenlanders love Trump. They love MAGA. They love Don. They love Charlie. They follow Charlie on TikTok and on Twitter, X. What an amazing, amazing new era that we are all living in. This idea of manifest destiny in the United States, of expansion, of building, of growing, was something that felt like a previous era, bygone era, something when our pioneers were filling out the Western frontier. And now we have a president that is reversing decades and decades and decades, really a century of stagnation. And he's saying, we shouldn't have given away the Panama Canal for $1. We, in relative dollars in 2025, that's the equivalent of over $1 trillion, and more than 35,000 men died building the canal to malaria. Why did Jimmy Carter do this? We don't know. It was a terrible mistake. And now China is controlling both sides of the Panama Canal, and we're getting ripped off. So he wants that back. He's willing to use force to do it. Very unclear. He's not committing to anything. Talking about the trade deficits that we have with Canada, talking about how he wants to use economic force to get what he wants there. Now, I listen, do I think that it is likely that Canada is going to really become a 51st state? I personally don't see that happening, nor am I convinced that I want that to happen. But what I do love is the art of the deal, about putting America's national interest ahead of those of other countries, that we stop getting ripped off, that we stop being the marks of the world that use us as a piggy bank to get rich. We are the piggy bank, folks. Make no mistake about it. We hold so many cards, both militarily and economically and technologically, and Trump is saying adamantly he is going to be the type of president that uses the force that America has. He's going to use the economic might of America to leverage our position on the world stage and get this country's national interest put first again, whether that be immigration, whether that be technology, whether that be militarily. This is a new era. We have never seen anything like this. Not even in the first Trump presidency did we see anything like this. This is completely new. You can see that the president is emboldened. You can see it even with the confidence and the swagger that he presents himself in front of the media. He won't take the bait. He doesn't get drawn into things he doesn't want to talk about. And he works them very easily, actually. It's something to behold how this president is able to basically throw off the legacy news media reporters and the pits and the landmines that they are putting in front of him. A truly, truly remarkable show. It's wonderful to see, as somebody that, personally, I love this country. I'm going to live and die in this country. My children are going to live and die in this country. And to love it as much as I do, and as much as I know many of you in this audience you love it and feel the same as I do, to see a president just boldly assert our interest and to stop apologizing for this country and stop apologizing for what we stand for and what we've accomplished, and the amount of power that we can and should exert for the good of the world, but mostly for the good of the American people. It's something to behold. It truly is. And each one of these press conferences that President Trump has and hosts, you can see that this is formulating. It's taking shape more and more and more. And I also have to mention this moment that quickly got picked up and went mega viral instantly, and that's that Trump, and Ryan, put up this image, if you will, that you made here. Trump has declared that he is going to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. So let me repeat that. He said he's going to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Absolutely incredible moment there. And I'm getting messages from Charlie as we're live in the show. He just took off on Trump Force One. They had to do a full thrust takeoff because it had a bit of a short runway and the cold air apparently. And he is now just taken off. He's going to be giving us an update on what he experienced on the ground in Greenland. Probably going to be dropping a 20 to 30 minute podcast. So if you're not if you're not signed up or subscribed to the podcast, please do that. You can just go on your podcast app on whatever phone you have, type in the Charlie Kirk Show, hit subscribe. We're going to be dropping that tonight. Probably going to put it on YouTube and Greenland, YouTube and Twitter as well. Go ahead and put that image up. This is the Gulf of America, folks. A new dawn here in this great country of ours. You can feel it building. You can feel it happening. What an amazing, amazing tone shift, a vibe shift that you can feel.